Smoke a cigar with Howlinblind. Howlinblind with a slim on me in 4, 3, 2. How's everybody doing? Smoking cigars with Howlinblind. Yes, I am back. After a long stint of not doing any videos except for my Easter one to tell you I was coming back, Howlinblind is back on YouTube. It's been a long time. I've been in the process of doing some moving, and it's a long story. Like I said in my other video, I'm living now in the house that I used to hang out with back in the 70s with some friends of mine, Rick and Mary Branham. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned their names. But anyway, they used to live here back in the late 70s, and this is where I used to hang out, because I just grew up right down the street. In 1962, I moved right down the street from here, and left and did all kinds of other stuff, and now I'm back, sort of like full circle. The cigar that I'm going to smoke today is a Camacho Room 101. This is the 808, I believe, which is a 6x60 ring gauge. It's still in the plastic. I haven't taken it out yet because I'm not going to fire it up right now, because my granddaughter lives in the house, and I'm not going to smoke around my granddaughter. So we'll put that aside, and we'll fire it up and smoke it later. All right, a lot of different things crossed my mind. I didn't know what I wanted to talk about from my first video back. So many things that I want to touch on, and I will get to them all eventually. I think, though, right now, because I'm on my yearbook, okay, and this woman posts a picture of her nephew or brother or someone who's fighting in Afghanistan, and she said, pray for his safe return. I have no problem with that. No problem whatsoever. I pray for the safe return of our soldiers who are fighting overseas. But it prompted me to ask a question. Why do we only pray for the safe return of our soldiers and not the safety of the innocent men, women, and children in Afghanistan that our soldiers are over there killing? Whew. I just saw a couple of you shake your heads. Let me probe further. Is the only life important to you American life? Or is it all life? Me personally, I'm an American, but I respect all life. Now, one of the questions was, did children, these innocent kids, have the right to kill our soldiers? But let's turn those tables around. If, let's say, the Afghan army was over here and they were fighting us, and a couple soldiers came through your neighborhood, and you saw that they were killing innocent men, women, and children, what would you do? Would you sit back and say, well, I'm not a soldier, so I guess they have to kill me? Or are you going to defend yourself? Are you going to defend yourself? I think everyone has a right to defend an aggressor. Now, it does not make me unpatriotic, because think about it, folks. War is a last resort. I do not think war should be a first resort to anything. War is a last resort. Let me see where I am on time. Plenty of time. War is a last resort. Let me just say this by saying, a patriotic person is not someone who says, let's go fight. A patriotic person, in my opinion, is someone who stands up for the Constitution of the United States that was written by our forefathers. My two biggest heroes right now, the two men that I think I look up to the most, are Thomas Jefferson and Andrew Jackson, who weren't afraid to fight. Abraham Lincoln, who was not afraid to fight, but wanted it to be a last resort. These people were provoked into war by someone else who was a bully, and we prevailed. Abraham Lincoln prevailed. Thomas Jefferson prevailed. Andrew Jackson prevailed. Why are we not winning in Afghanistan? Why are we not winning in Iran and Iraq or wherever we are? Maybe because we have no business being there. We have no right to go over there and tell these people what they're doing is wrong. Forget the 9/11 story, folks. You know that's false. And I'm sick and tired of these people saying, well, they're over there. No, they're not. The last war that we fought, in my opinion, that had anything to do with Britain wasn't even World War II. It was the Civil War. We were fighting Britain. We were not fighting the South or the North. We were fighting Britain. We were fighting and defending our way of life, just like the Afghans are doing while we're over there trying to change their way of life and trying to steal their oil. I don't want any comments, folks. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare leave me a comment on this video, unless you've got something constructive to say. Room 101, Maduro, Camacho. If you get one, smoke it today. Think really hard about what I've said, folks, before you condemn me. Smoking Cigars with Howlinblind, Muddy Slim. Glad to be back on YouTube. Glad to see Silver Eagle back. Do leave me your comments. But think real hard about it before you leave something hateful. Talk to you later.